clouds are starting to make their way into the region as we go through this morning and into the afternoon. By this evening, we're going to continue to see some of that snow make its way into the region from the west as well, coming in from Utah and heading over towards the Continental Divide. Here's what's happening right now as we look at Powers and Woodman with the ABBA Eye Care Company camera at Colorado Springs on the north end of town. A very nice start to the day in terms of temperatures, but it is going to become cloudy as we go through the afternoon. Here's where the high temperatures are going to wind up. They're going to be sitting in the lower 50s along the front range. There'll be some upper 50s around as well. 58 will be your high today in Denver, 57 in Walsenburg. Otherwise, it's 60 in the Springs, 63 in Pueblo, 67 at Trinidad, 61 for Canyon City. It's lower to middle 60s as well as you head over towards the Kansas line. Upper 50s along I-70. Mountain locations are going to be sitting in the 40s and 50s. Pueblo West, Highway 50 and Purcell Boulevard with the Parkview Medical Center camera showing us those clouds are beginning to make their way and are now beginning to obscure the mountains, and eventually it's the mountain areas that are going to see the heaviest amounts of snow as we go through the next day or day and a half. 34 right now in the Springs, but still 23 in Pueblo. Watch out for some patchy fog, especially to the east of town. 35 in La Junta, 34 in Lamar, 27 at Lyman, but 41 at Burlington, 18 in Gunnison, 20 the current temperature in Alamosa. Zooming it out now to the western view to give you an idea of what's happening in terms of the Skyscan satellite and radar. Still some of those showers now making their way through Arizona into Utah and also into Idaho. It's all coming in our direction. All this activity near the Four Corners it'll be here as we go through the rest of the evening into the early portion of the overnight. And the Skycast shows that very nicely. By midnight tonight, here comes some snow from the Continental Divide to just west of the I-25 corridor and points westward over to the western slope. As we go through our Sunday morning and into our Sunday afternoon, that snow begins to overtake the I-25 corridor and head over towards I-70 as well. It'll be rain at first in the eastern part of the state because temperatures there will be warming up, but then by 6 o'clock, our low pressure center scoots off to the east. We begin to pull down some of that cooler air from places like the Canadian prairies, and next thing you know, it all changes over to snow as you head from Colorado, Kansas line, all the way over to the mountains. That'll be the case all the way into our Monday as well. And then as we go through our Monday afternoon and Tuesday, another storm system shows up and is pushing towards the Pacific coast. Soggy California will get even soggier as we go into the early portion of next week. Here's your Skycast now. Let's put the fronts on for you to give you an idea of what's going to happen. You notice that this cool front has now pushed its way through the region by Monday afternoon. That means that cooler air is going to be in our forecast as we go through our Monday and beyond. Skycast snow totals are going to be impressive, especially over towards the mountains, 3 to 6 inches for the areas in the light purple. The dark purple is 6 to 12 inches. And there'll be areas that'll pick up more than a foot by the time it's all said and done. That snow will be blowing around as well because we are going to see some gusty winds in the Springs. Look at your wind gusts as we go through our Sunday morning and into our Sunday afternoon. As high as 35 to 45 miles per hour. That'll also be the case in the southeastern plains as well. 7-day forecast in the Springs calls for not only for it to be windy, but also for the temperatures to really fall off of the table. 60 today gives way to 39 tomorrow. Then we stay in the upper 30s and lower 40s throughout the rest of the forecast. Lows will be in the teens and 20s. Pueblo, you'll be sitting in the lower 60s today, then lower 40s on Sunday. That gives way to lower to middle 40s throughout the rest of the forecast too. Canyon City, it's lower 60s to lower 40s for you as well. Temperatures then stay in the lower 40s. Lows will be in the teens and 20s. Also, Teller County, you'll be dropping to below freezing for a couple of days running, then just barely above freezing on Tuesday and Wednesday. Another chance for snow comes into your forecast too as we go from Wednesday and into Thursday.
Woo, okay, so not a bad day for that holiday shopping if you don't want to, if you want to avoid bundling up a lot. Right. Compared to tomorrow, today is looking pretty gorgeous.
Yeah, today will be nice. Tomorrow you have to break out a snow shovel in some places.
Oh,
it's going to be.
All right, well, at least we have a heads up.
Big changes through the weekend.
All right, Jay, thanks so much.